Hello students, we are going to do the last poem of our book Flamingo. Poem 6, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. It is written by poetess Adrienne Rich. Let us know something about poetess. Adrienne Rich was born in 1929 in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. She was an American poetess. She was one of the most widely read and influenced poets of the second half of 20th century. She talks about women's experiences in her married life. She has tried to explore the inner feelings of a woman who is living under the dominance of men. The poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints of married life of a woman and her experiences. Let's proceed further towards the summary and the theme of poem. In the male-dominant world, a woman of her times, of poet's time, was only supposed to be a dutiful homemaker. This poem, through the world of Aunt Jennifer, tells us about her inner desires to free herself from the clutches of an abusive marriage and patriarchal society. The poet expresses her inner feelings towards the patriarchal society. The poet expresses the inner feeling of a woman through Aunt Jennifer. Aunt Jennifer is embroidering a motif comprising of energetic, fearless tigers moving freely around the bright greenery. She is living a life of submissiveness to her husband's command. Her acts are dominated by him. She fears him constantly. This pattern of free and fearless tigers reflects her inner desire to live a free and fearless life. The tigers are graceful, elegant, and bright. Aunt Jennifer's fingers tremble as she embroiders. She is old, but still she fears her husband. She does not enjoy the freedom. She is scared doing the embroidery too. And she fears her husband's wrath. Since the day she got married, she has been fulfilling the demands of her husband. The wedding ring on her hand is constantly reminding her that she belongs to her husband. The burden of demanding marriage has exhausted her. The torment will not end her before death. Even after her death, the ring will remain on her hand and she will never be free. On the other hand, the tigers that she is embroidering will continue to move around free world. Her desire of freedom and fearlessness will live on through her tigers. Let's start the poem and its explanation. First stanza. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen. Prance means jump, to come out. Denizens. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance, jump across the screen. Screen over here is Aunt Jennifer is embroidering the tigers, not the real tigers. She is embroidering the image of tigers on a piece of cloth. So, screen is that piece of cloth. Bright topaz denizens. Denizens means citizens. Topaz is bright yellow colored. What kind of denizens, citizens she is talking about? Who are the denizens of world of green. World of green is forest. So here, denizens means citizen. World of green stands for forest. Topaz stands for bright yellow color. Bright yellow color is of tigers. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. So the poet is describing a lady whom she addresses as Aunt Jennifer. She says that Aunt Jennifer is doing embroidery on piece of cloth, which you could be able to hang it on a wall, or it can be a tablecloth. She has designed it with the beautiful tigers which are running fearlessly in the green forest. She has described their beauty by comparing them with the precious yellow stone known as topaz. She says that they appear bright yellow in green backdrop of the forest. They are fearless and they are not affected by the presence of men. Here we can sense the contrast of behavior between tigers and ant. Though the tigers designed by her are fearless, but she herself is afraid of her husband. Further, the poet says that the tigers are proud and fearless citizens of the forest. They are very shiny and elegant. Stanza 2. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So, fluttering means moving. Her fingers are moving through the wool because she is embroidering. Ivory needle is very light in weight, but she has a massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Wedding band is ring on her finger. Okay, on Aunt Jennifer's hand, she has a massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Due to that, this light ivory needle is hard to pull. She is not able to pull because the weight of Uncle's wedding band. That doesn't mean that Uncle's ring was very heavy. It is metaphorically used. The responsibility, the fear, the burden is too heavy to do such work which are of aunt's interest but against her husband's will or desires. Here the poet describes the fear of Aunt Jennifer towards her husband. She says that while she is doing embroidery, her fingers are quivering with fear of her husband. Her husband doesn't approve of her hobby of embroidery. Therefore, she trembles while she is embroidering. It has become difficult for her to pull her needle up and down. Then she describes the wedding ring which was given by Uncle to Aunt Jennifer on the wedding day. She says that it is a kind of burden for her to wear this ring. She has been tortured by her husband so much that wedding ring which could have been a beautiful gift for her seems like to be a burden for her. She has faced so many difficulties in her married life that the little ring is described as heavy band on trembling fingers. This means that the ring is associated with some bad experiences in form of torture she has faced because of her husband's dominating behavior. Let's proceed further towards the last stanza. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. So, here, when aunt will die, her terrified hands. Terrified means she was very fearful towards her husband, right? So her hands were terrified. They will still lie, wearing the ring. Which ring? With ordeals, with the orders, with the commands, with the work. The tigers, these two lines are showing aunt's weakness, that she was so terrified because of her husband's behavior towards her. Okay, and what was the bond between her and her husband? That ring was the symbol of that marriage, of that burden. So these two lines and these two lines, these are totally opposite. In the first two lines, poet is expressing about fearful aunt, while last two lines depicts the fearless tigers. The poet says that one can easily sense aunt's desire for freedom and fearlessness through her designs of tigers. Further, she says that it is not possible for aunt to achieve this freedom during her lifetime. She will attain it only after her death. But here also, the irony of her life is that still she'll be tied up with the shackles in form of her husband's wedding ring. The ring was the sole proof of the tortures which she had faced from her husband. On the other hand, there are tigers designed by Aunt Jennifer, which will always depict her desire of living a fearless life by jumping proudly and bravely on the piece of cloth. So, I just hope you have understood the poem quite well. So, the theme of the poem is patriarchy. Since Aunt Jennifer was ruled by or dominated by her husband, and she was following all the commandments of her husband, she was living a very fearful life. She was facing male dominance. So this is all the poem depicts.